Stay gone away. When you're not around, I feel amazed.
Michael Brown, that was an Akata. His daddy is an Akata. And it's a shame. Because his dad, so he was just like destined. I always said any celebratory Come Guzzler Harris by these mammies is all fake and phony. Because if any of these mammies supported that whore.
Nation, one nation. But joy cometh in the
Come on,
morning.
Joe!
We will get through this.
We gonna get through this together, y'all.
Together.
Ooh, Joe, we gonna get through this together. Oh yeah. No, y'all ain't even considered. Y'all ain't even in the vote.
What's up, Patriots? It's time to cut through the, well, you know.
What's up, everyone? I'm Axel of Axetruth.com, and this is where I cut through the bullshit. And we're gonna cut through this bullshit. All video, sound, and music used during this broadcast falls under fair use. Fair use is allowed for the purpose of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe on copyright under 17 USC 107. All right, everyone. Now, here we have BLM, the white BLM, because that's what BLM is. It's a white liberal thing. It's not a black thing. It's white liberals in blackface, like what I've always called it. It's a white bagel, white, sponsored by the bagels, in blackface, using black trauma, using black men, and definitely using the windmilling mammy. Crimson Cure, I got that one. I'm gonna be using it. I'm adding it to the company. The windmilling mammies. Windmill. Okay, but this is not about the windmilling mammies. This is about the white cracker, the cracker liberal, the cracker liberal. I should have put that in the title, but I'm glad I didn't. But this is about the white, BLM, the white. No, let's say the cracker BLM libs get called out. They get called out, but they had a mammy out there. If you saw the whole video, she starts windmilling for these crackers. I know people call it. If you ever just run up on my video, you're going like, what did he say? Is he saying that? Yes, crackers think it's funny. I'm part cracker, so I know. They think it's funny. It's a funny word. It's not nothing. You could call them a cracker all day long. They're going to laugh. Anyway, but these cracker liberals over here, these racist white liberals in blackface, I'm so glad this was a Hispanic woman. Her name is Arabella. They had a rally for this thug. His name is Andrew Tinkle Sundberg. He got killed by the police after a 6-hour standoff. He had a gun. He had already just shot up at Arabella Yarbrough's house. I think she's mixed. She's mixed race. She's Arabella Yarbrough apartment. She lives in the apartment with someone that's mentally ill. And this mentally ill person has a gun. This mentally ill person has also stalked her, harassed her. She's a woman, obviously a single mother woman living alone with kids. And the day this mentally ill black man who was armed, it may not have been in his hand when the police finally took him out. We don't know the story, but either way it go, they weren't gonna sit there all day with a mentally ill person who has a gun and talk you down all damn day. When you can in that meantime just take that gun and go to shooting and kill innocent people. Innocent people have to die because the police is playing footsie and but want to play footsie with the mentally ill armed black man that already been shooting the gun. He shot the gun prior to the police getting there, and it went in Arabella's apartment. barely missing her and her children. And here comes the white liberals, the paid white liberal BLM protesters. All of these people are paid. Even the mammy that was out there windmilling. This is not no organic shit. I want everybody to understand that. I think a lot of people don't do enough talking about the BLM riots and all those hunky cracker liberals that was out there. They were on a payroll. Some of them shines that showed up, they just went out there to just be raising hell and screaming in the streets. Them shines and them mammies, they went out there to windmill. But the majority, them hunkies, them crackers, they on the payroll. And then they have probably a few dumb crackers that come out there and get in the middle of that. I'm saying it just like that because that's what this BLM was, a farce. It was a white liberal, it was a liberal cause using black people, using blackface, black emotion, a black face, a supposedly dead black man, heterosexual black man at that. Out here windmilling and raising money, and everybody's in solidarity for the BLMs, but the BLMs did nothing for the black community or black people. Nothing but enriched a few black lesbians. And anybody else that worked in one of those chapters, they stole some, they got paid a high salary to do nothing. Because BLM was accomplished absolutely nothing. We've had more deaths in this country, black deaths, record black deaths, since the BLM movement went into hyperglide after George Floyd. BLM is an embarrassment. Anybody black that's walking around here saying BLM, that is a pure 100% Sambo or mammy. And they're dumb and ignorant. They don't know. This don't have nothing to do with y'all. It ain't doing shit for you. You can BLM all day because y'all don't respect black life. BLM, white liberal, cracker liberals, they don't respect black life. Black lives don't matter to them. It only matters when it's something that can fit a narrative. And they thought they can run out here and get all protest up for this mentally ill black man that was shot, saying that the police should have did something else and did anything else. But let's go to the clip.
Hundreds gather seeking answers after a Minneapolis man was shot and killed by police following a 6-hour standoff this week. Andrew Tekle Sundberg's family, friends, and members of the community are calling for transparency about what happened. As Devon Raming reports, there's also one resident who lived in the building with Sundberg who wants her concerns heard as well.
We're just here to respect life, demand justice.
This is not okay!
What started as an afternoon rally with demands for justice and calls for the body cam footage to be released.
I had to stop it right there so y'all can look at this little small crowd of people. Just to put in reference, if you're new to my channel, you may not understand this, but I've been talking about this with BLM and these paid protesters that the left uses for everything when it comes to even baby killing. They call it abortion and women's health. All these people are paid, but the money's drying up. You see this little bitty crowd, they can't even pay enough people. They got these cracker liberals that bring in their ass out here. Fake ass, phony ass cracker liberals that don't give a damn about black life. Don't give a fuck about the black people, all these black people, all these innocent children dying at the hands of stray bullets because of the thugs, the gangsters and the thugs that are running rampant throughout America. The Akata. You never see these cracker liberals about that. That's why I can call them that.
And the police shooting death of Andrew Tekle Sundberg quickly boiled over into anger and frustration when 24-year-old Arabella Yarbrough showed up.
If I would have died, would he be a bad guy then? For 3 years I lived here, and none of you guys knocked on that man's door to see if he was okay. Not at all. He played loud music every day to cope with his mindset.
Yarbrough says she's the woman who initially called police stating Tekle was shooting into her apartment with her 2 kids inside Wednesday night. Pictures of bullet holes from inside her apartment capturing the damage.
And sorry he lost his life, but he has 6 hours to choose that. I had 2 to 5 minutes to choose life or death.
Yarbrough says she
This is so damning to you cracker liberals and you bagels that set this bullshit up. This is so damning because everything right here that she's saying, he was not a hero. There's nothing about them they should be out there raising hell for. He had 6 hours to choose life or death. He didn't care nothing about his own life, let alone somebody else. How many people gotta die behind this mentally ill? Like a person mentally ill that gives you a pass to do fucked up shit, kill people, shoot people. It's like the black mammy that was here in Atlanta that was upset when her mentally ill son, who had already shot the security guard at the restaurant, when the police got there, they shot that mentally ill person that had an illegal gun. And she talking about, I don't want this to ever happen to another mother to live through what I lived through. The hell's wrong with you people? The hell's wrong with black people? Mentally ill, yeah, there's a mental illness, that's a problem. But your problem can't be a danger to society out there, and innocent people are at risk because you got a gun, and a loaded gun that you will shoot, and the police supposed to sit there and play footsie with you and be psychic to know when he gonna use it, when he's not gonna use it, or should they just make sure they put him down and don't give him the opportunity to use that gun?
A few run-ins with Tekle and thought their differences were settled.
When someone is stalking you, threatening you, I left it alone. I could have called the police and reported it, but then I would have put a black innocent man in jail because of mental illness, and ain't no telling what would have happened.
And that's where the liberal, because this is a liberal, one of the BLM black women, biracial, she's one of those. See, this is we getting everything in this video. See, ain't nobody gonna talk about this like I'm talking about it. This one of those type of liberals, the mammy. And now she was in danger. Her life or one of her kids could be dead behind this mentally ill black man who has been stalking her and harassing her. And she wanted to get him. She knew something was wrong with him. She knew he was crazy. And I don't want to put him in jail. No telling what happened. But yet that same person almost just killed you. That same person could have raped you. That same person should have went off and killed you any other time, any other day. They had differences. He probably wanted her and she didn't want him. So she, being the mammy that she is, I don't want to put a black man. No, a black crazy man that's out here that has a legal gun. This wasn't no legal gun he had. Let's be real.
So I left it alone.
The trauma of this event now weighing heavily on members of the community.
His family took everything that they could and did everything that they could to help him. He has so many brothers and sisters that love him.
And his parents who say they adopted.
So what does that mean? We don't care if he had 1 million brothers and sisters that loved him. He had a gun. He was crazy. He had already been shooting. He could have killed somebody. And the police supposed to stay there and play footsie with his ass? Play around and talk him down for 12? When is enough? And in that meantime, if he picked up that gun and went to shooting, and some more innocent people would have died, I guess that's when the police should do. Wait till he use it again. See how dumb and stupid this whole Black Lives Matter shit is? This cracker bagel shit? This shit that was created for them, and the mammy out there windmilling for it, and this one right here was gonna risk her life behind it. I'm gonna say this about her. I hope she get to see this video. But you need to change your mindset about this. Another black man in jail with the police, another black man. A lot of these black men that get caught up with these police, they need to be. They're doing something. They're not innocent. The fuck is wrong with her? See, that mammy mentality, that mammy liberal mentality, she gonna end up losing her life behind having that mentality. Being dumb.
And when he was 4 years old.
She had the courage to come down here and speak her mind, and she has every right to do that.
Tekle is an imperfect human, as we're all imperfect humans, and he did not deserve to be picked off like an animal from a rooftop.
Look at that fake ass fake. Look at this fake. See, I'm hot. I'm gonna be there. It's just like my live show. It is what it is. What comes up, come out. Look at this fake, disgusting, racist ass white bitch here, or whatever. I mean, we don't know. She could be one of them other ones, but she ugly, and she's a racist, fake, phony ass white cracker liberal. He's a decent human, and everybody make mistakes. And he should have been shot down like an animal. What the fuck is wrong with her? Being fake and phony. Cause I'm so down with the blacks. I'm so down with the brown. I got my white cracker ass out of my white cracker neighborhood, and I done came down here where these niggas live. And I'm protesting for police brutality on the niggas. That's how they think. I just do the parody of them. That's exactly what the white liberal think and how they think of these Sambos and Mammies that they use and get them out here windmilling for their cause. This bullshit. He was a decent human being. The fuck is wrong with... See, the white liberal, cracker liberal women, just like the cracker liberal Skittle, Rainbow, they the most racist, dishonest, disgusting pieces of shit on the earth. Next to you know who.
Picked off like an animal from a rooftop. He deserved to be able to address this with her.
A lot of high emotions there. Now the beat.
He enjoyed. He should have addressed this with her. She's already tried to address it. He had a gun. He was shooting and addressing like that, shooting into her apartment. But this cracker liberal wouldn't know nothing about it because she don't have to dodge bullets in her apartment. At least not yet. The Akatas have not made it over to their neighborhood like they have made it here, all over. And people are dodging bullets in any city where we have a lot of them. In Atlanta, Killanta is one of them. But see, this is what we get. This is what you get with these cracker libs. Fake, phony. They out here down for the brown. They out here down for the wrong brown, about the wrong thing. BLM has been called out. BLM is disgusting, and anybody that supports that is especially if they white, you know that's a racist. Yeah, I'm saying it. If they're black or brown, they're just ignorant.
TA is leading this investigation, and they're asking for videos and pictures people may have from the night of the shooting. And Minneapolis police say they are processing hundreds of hours of body camera footage and have plans to release that footage to the family first before releasing it to the public. Chris?
Still no word, though, on why those officers shot and if he was armed or not when they shot him, correct?
That is correct. We're still waiting on that.
There is word, you dumb. This is see how the Khazarian Mafia news do? They still try to leave a little tail like there as if there was some wrong in this for the police officers. I would never want to be a police officer. Look at what the Khazarian Mafia is doing to you. The Khazarian Mafia that owns the media, making you look bad on every turn, putting a bullseye on your back for the Yakata and anyone else who has a problem with police. We don't know why they shot him. They shot him because he was a danger to the public. He had a gun. He was shooting. They don't supposed to know. Does he have it in his hand? Did he put it on the counter? Is it in the kitchen while he's at the window yelling and looking on the balcony from the balcony, hanging over, talking to the cops? Because he was doing all that carrying on. He could have pulled that gun out and just sprayed until they shot him down like an animal. Do I want to show you? Do I need to show you some more ignorant video, which they didn't show when she got there and she started talking? They was telling her to shut up. You alive? Shut up, to show you how disgusting and how much of this is pathological empathy at its best, at its finest hour. Let's just watch that before I close the video out.
It was a terror. I'm sure it was a
This is
terror.
not okay.
You're alive.
Shut up. You guys need to just let it go. Grief in silence.
They said, he said, shut, you alive, shut up. What that sound like to you? That sound like a cracker liberal. Let's hear that again. I think that was a cracker liberal.
You're alive. Shut up.
You guys need to
Yeah.
just let it go. Grief in silence. This is not okay. This is not a George Floyd situation. George Floyd was unarmed. He was unarmed.
You're alive. Sorry.
You alive.
This is not okay.
That's the white liberal again.
My kids have to.
But he won't run his ass down there and get in her face with that. He'll say that from way in the back. And I bet you that's a Skittles clan member too.
Deal with this and probably have a mental illness now because they almost lost their life. There's bullet holes in my kitchen because he sat in the fucking hallway watching my move. I wish it never happened either. I don't have a place to call home. I can't sleep that night.
She's obviously going through a moment.
This is not okay.
The trauma she gonna have to live with. The trauma she gonna have to live with are almost getting shot at home by this lunatic down the hall. And these white liberals out here, paid Soros cracker liberals out here, advocating for someone who could have murdered her.
I want to show on the TV. She's obviously going through a moment.
This is not okay. Just go home. Go home. Because none of you guys knocked on that man's door to check his health.
Shut up. He comes to my house. Shut up. You're
No, you guys did not come. He did not. You guys did not come and visit that man. This is not the time or the place. It wasn't. This is not the man. Get your ass. It don't matter. Get away from me. Get away. No, because you.
There is the windmilling mammy. I got it. I didn't even know I had it. Coming out, fighting for all the cracker liberals that's talking shit. She's doing this to another black woman. Because we're going to go ahead and say this biracial. She black. See, I told you this video going to talk about it in so many different ways and different levels that ain't nobody else going to talk about it. This is very damning for BLM. The black woman out here talking to another black woman who could have lost her life. Her children could be dead by this crazy lunatic who had an illegal gun and was shooting it. And she out here windmilling for that motherfucker. You see why I call the black liberal woman a mammy? They earn it. Crimson Cure confirmed it.
Think it's okay to get on my kid's in the car. My kid's in the car. My black kid is in the car. He tried to kill me in front of my kids. He tried to kill me in front of my kids. He tried to kill me in front of my kids.
And she's sitting there, it's not the time. What? It's not the time, but you out here in front of her apartment where she got to go in and already got PTSD or just about being in her apartment, and you got a bunch of cracker liberals and a few mammies dusted up out there windmilling for the man who almost killed you. This is not the time, but it's time for them to be out there doing that. Knowing, you telling me these cracker liberals did not know what happened? Oh, yes, they did. They knew. Best believe they did. They knew. But they're doing what they have to do to get that check. And that windmilling mammy is on the payroll too. I'm Axel. Put your comments below. Share the video. Subscribe to my channel. Go to my website and join my email list and join my live streams, which is going to be here Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. for the best live stream on the internet. Call-in show. I'll be taking calls from all. Unfiltered. Unscreened. Because you get to talk to Axetruth. Good night, everyone.